talk these days is that TriStar and director Amy Heckerling have been hit with a $20 million suit over their hit film, Look Who's Talking. Two women claim they produced a short film in 1984 and that Heckerling showed interest in the story about a pregnant woman and her unborn baby's observations.
I'm Joe Bob Briggs, and it's time again for the most pitiful newscast on cable, Drive-In News. Well, trouble for Zsa Zsa Gabor. That $50 million movie starring Zsa Zsa might be called off. A guy named Mohammed Al-Fassi told a producer in Hollywood that he wanted Zsa Zsa to star in his $50 million flick about Saudi Arabia. And of course, Zsa Zsa, being from Budapest, could pass for a tent-dwelling nomad in the desert. And she'd already started camel riding lessons and everything. And then what happens? The producer claims that Mohammed didn't come up with the first $12,000 check. You know, when you're going to spend $50 million, missing that first $12,000 payment just doesn't look too good. So, in a related development, though, Drive-In News got a letter from Paul CRAMER, the Beverly Hills cop who got slapped by Zsa Zsa. Paul's a big fan of the show, and he says, "Dear Joe Bob, how about a slasher movie starring Zsa Zsa in which she breaks the blade of a chainsaw with her tongue?" Which I thought was a pretty decent line. So hang in there, Paul, and hang in there, Zsa Zsa, and I'm sure there'll be another $50 million come along real soon. All right, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, Better Watch Out, is finished. Now, you probably remember that when Silent Night, Deadly Night came out, it got yanked out of the theaters because the PTAs complained. They didn't want their kids seeing Santa Claus as an axe murderer. Even though it wasn't a real Santa Claus, it was this mass murdering maniac who thought he was Santa Claus. He just wore a Santa Claus suit. And so he went around hacking people's heads off, impaling people on reindeer horns. Very interesting movie. But it got censored, and then when Part 2 came out, nobody would show that one either. And now Part 3 is evidently going direct to video. Ricky is grown up now. He's been in a coma for 6 years, and whoops, somebody accidentally reminds Ricky that it's Christmas. Supposed to be a pretty good movie, and it's directed by Monty Hillman, best known for the cult classic Two-Lane Blacktop. And our top movie title of the week is Let's Kill All the Lawyers, now filming in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I just love that title. I mean, the movie channel lawyers will hate this. I want to kill all the lawyers, but there's nothing they can do about it. It's true. It's a true movie. I'll tell you something else about those gall-dang movie channel lawyers.
Here's a preview of a movie coming soon to your local theater.
You live at home with your father, you do your own cooking, and you're not married. Is that the whole story?
I think that's about as much as I'm going to talk about.
You're wearing your pink sweater. That's what you wear when you feel good. And when you feel bad, you wear the gray one.
You're watching me.
You stand down.
It's your last day. Could you pick up your paycheck?
What's the beef?
Hey, listen, you can't read, you know? Well, you could pick up the wrong box. You could try to pick up a box of salt and get a box of roach powder or something. Hey, you're dangerous.
For Stanley Cox, life was a closed door.
You ask yourself, have I got a name if I can't write it? Am I a human being if I can't read it? You turn to stone.
Why don't you do something about it?
But Iris was the key.
I wanted to ask you if you could do something.
I'll be around.